put a balloon in the car's exhaust pipe because when he arrived at Walmart, the parking lot was full, and he had a brilliant idea. You see, his car was much smaller than the American standard. So he loaded the car with 500 grenades. Fuck it. When your mom throws a slipper at you, how fast can it go? You see, a small caliber bullet reaches about 365 meters per second. And compared to that, a slipper flies at about 90 meters per second, which is just enough to break a wall. Finally, if you attach the slipper to a rocket launcher, the final speed is so high.
Start by making a small hole in the lips. This makes it easier to insert the first smaller ring. Once the wound has healed, the ring is removed and a larger one is inserted. This is repeated several times until the desired size is reached. In their beautiful culture, this is a sign of beauty and maturity. Generally, those with the largest rings are seen. He cut open the whale hoping to find the hidden treasure. You see, Norwegian fishermen used special harpoons to capture whales without killing them. No, please. In 1734, a fisherman named Mike Oxsmall caught a strange whale because he found a little boy nuclear bomb. Slammed the money down and asked, "Change these, you dumb used dishwasher?" Fortunately, the poor old lady was almost deaf, so she opened the cash register to take out some $20 bills and said,
"Here they are, honey. Is there anything else I can do for you?"
The man realized he had an extra bill and took a moment to think, "Man, that lady was so nice to me. I can't take the piss out of her."
You're a gangster. You can't let this opportunity slip by. Take the money.
No, I can't. Excuse me, ma'am. I think there's a bill missing.
Police arrested him because he was bald and blinded almost all pilots in the sky. You see, he shaved and polished his bald head to make it super smooth, but had a problem because he started balding at a young age and his head grew pointed. So every time he went out of his house, his head was working as a giant mirror. Then one day he found the solution and put on a transparent, ultra-thin latex to prevent the sun deflection. But as went out of the house, he found himself during the American Revolution.
Always start from the center. This column gives you more options to win. If your opponent starts there too, simply add another coin. Again, focusing on the center column gives you horizontally, diagonally, and even vertical winning combinations. But if your opponent put another fucking coin, calm down and use a metal storm. They start by placing a tire to an old diesel engine. Then one guy grabs the rope that is wrapped around the starter and runs. Once the engine is started, another guy gently hits it with a stick and the tire will run away at very high speed. Finally, the last guy would put a ladder in front of him to hit the tire and make it fly trying to hit a tower behind him. This Indian game is called Samaya Manthan Pizza Kebab Curry Mohammed. He broke the train control joystick by falling asleep, but he didn't have time to wait for Spidey to save him. So without hesitation, he jumped on the dashboard by using his own joystick. And this almost stopped the train. This little donut drew a picture of his mom, but she looked like a She was like, "Good Lord, you're a hairy So the kid was grounded, but she felt guilty for burning Ister Speed. An American soldier hid inside a fake plastic sheep alongside with his M4 machine gun during the war in Afghanistan. He did this to kill a Taliban leader, and when the day came and the unit approached the area, he prepared to take the shot. If you use colored toilet paper, be very careful. Many people don't know that colored or scented paper is dangerous for the human body. You see, using strawberry-scented toilet paper, it could irritate and redden your body. And within just 1 week, your intestines are supposed to start producing a strange whipped cream tasting with strawberries, allowing you to become the McFlurry machine attracting albino and chocolate children. If you attach a silencer to a knife, it will most likely make it impossible for the enemy to detect or feel a stab. This is because the silencer has an automatic detection system that activates when the blade pierces a surface, and it also comes with a scope for long-range stabbings, even with a bipod for stable stabbings.
Have you ever wondered how to lose weight the fastest? Most people believe that fat just disappears when you watch your diet and exercise a lot. Watch fat. But in reality, all you need is to catch amoebic dysentery.
Always start from a corner. This doubles your chances of winning. If your opponent also starts from a corner, use the opposite corner from where you started. He will block the center, so use the last available corner.
This way, you will have 2 ways to win. But if your opponent starts from the center after your initial move, then use a German sticky grenade. If you use cotton swabs to clean your ears, be careful. Many people use cotton swabs without knowing how dangerous they can be. Not only can they cause infections, but when you use a cotton swab, you push the earwax deeper into the ear, which can cause pain. Instead, use a flak 18 to 3688 mm. Always start from the top middle block. This is the least risky move. As the game continues, identify and gently test blocks to find the ones that are easiest to pull out. A key strategy is to leave unstable side blocks for your opponent and never touch the corners first. But if your opponent also start from the top middle block, then use a tiny special C4 block and insert it in. They start by placing several metal rings around their necks. Many people think this stretches the neck, but that's not true. The rings actually press down the shoulders and chest, making the neck look longer. In their culture, a longer-looking neck is often considered a symbol of... If you put your finger in the barrel of a gun, some people think it would stop the bullet and make the barrel explode. But that's not completely true. Doing this would easily shatter your finger as the bullet continued on. To really stop the bullet, you shouldn't put your finger there. But if you put your... He missed the ball. The bat flew out of his hands and hit a guy in the stands. Luckily, he was fine, and he challenged the player. If you hit the pitch I'm about to throw, you don't pay for the damage.
He didn't know the guy was actually a baseball legend, so he threw a 36 M British.
Spread your legs and bend on your knees when playing table tennis. Then, angle the racket at 70 degrees and hit the ball. This shot will give it a special effect, and when it bounces off the opponent's side of the table, the ball will curve unexpectedly. If your opponent manages to hit the ball, then use the table as a...
If you bite a gold coin, it bends almost instantly because raw gold is a very soft material. In the Wild West, they used to bite gold coins precisely because they were 24-karat gold and to verify their authenticity. This won't damage your teeth or the coin, but if you bite Abdul Wahab Hamid...
Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Some people say the egg because it already existed in the time of the dinosaurs, and others say the chicken, born from a mutation in a semi-chicken egg. But if the egg created the chicken and the chicken created the egg, then who started it all? Actually, it came first.
Stephen Hawking.
Hat fell from a building and landed on a criminal who was robbing an old woman. The impact made him pull the trigger, hitting a bus driver who then crashed into some scaffolding. A worker fell, an elderly man had a heart attack from the shock, but at least the old lady was...
Start by moving a pawn. Your opponent will fall into the trap. He will do the same, so move another pawn, but 2 squares. This will guarantee you a checkmate. Now, he will move the tower, so you move the Boeing 767.
How many iPhones Negamax would it take to reach your height? Let's assume that the new model is 8.75 millimeters thick, and you are about 5.9 feet tall. Stacking them one by one, you would need about... You accidentally swallow a tooth. It goes into your stomach, where a machine duplicates it. Then your intestines put all the teeth in order and give you the ability to eat with your...
He shaped a bar of soap into a pistol and covered it with shoe polish ready to escape. But right after, it slipped out of his hands, revealing that the plan...
If a stranger in a busy tourist spot offers you a free friendship bracelet, you're going to be scammed. Before you can react, they'll try to put it on you quickly, tie the knot so it can't be taken off, then aggressively pretend for cash. The moment they approach, the only safe move is to take out a MK-153 rocket.
Wearing headphones for too long is dangerous. You see, they can cause deformation of the head due to the pressure created to keep them in place, which can turn you into a Discord moderator. But here's how to avoid this problem. When you play, take your cat, then load it with 9mm bullets. After that, what the hell are you doing? Don't put fucking ketchup on your fries. Instead, put a Honda HRG 466 SK petrol lawnmower. Thanks to its powerful 4-stroke engine with minimal vibration, it guarantees a comfortable and effortless...
If you set a giant sticky trap, can you run fast enough to get over it? This type of trap is used to catch mice or cockroaches and is incredibly effective given its stickiness and the weight of the animal. A person of average weight would need to run at around 90 miles per hour. But as soon as you
trapped in a room with walls that are closing, first, breathe and look for a red button. If you can't find one, try using your body to push the walls.
If that doesn't work either, cover yourself with baby oil so you can slide like a fucking worm. But be careful. You may not always land where you want to.
Touching an Australian stinging tree is a mistake you won't forget. Its leaves are coated with countless tiny hairs that inject venom into your skin, causing burning pain that can last for days. Trying to brush them away only makes it worse, since the hairs can snap and release more toxins. Instead, gently press some...
Baby was playing, but a bear starts attacking. What the fuck is happening? Where's that bitch going? 黑人是他们不需要的麻烦。Donald, what the fuck?
If you play scissors, you have less chance of winning. Statistically, women play scissors more than other shapes because it is a simple gesture. So instead, always play rock as your first move, because you have a 35% greater chance of winning. But if your opponent plays paper, then you do a triple round.
Police removed her prosthetic legs for a more detailed inspection and told them that they could wait outside. The boy became upset because the old lady could not walk now, but suddenly a police officer had an incredible idea. He removed the legs from it. Smoking for many years can cause diarrhea and inflammation of the lungs, leading to severe coughing. Switching to an electronic cigarette may seem like a smart choice, but in reality, it could cause an electronic cough.
Always start by matching numbers over colors. This lowers the chances of giving your opponent an easy move. Use a reverse and play a +2. If your opponent also plays a +2, then respond with a +4. But if he also responds with a +4, then play a plus orbital railgun. Two people would intentionally hide under the queen's dress before an important speech. You see, when the queen wanted to pee, one woman would collect it in a cup while the other would drink it. This allowed the queen to pee without leaving the conversation. But if the queen needed to fart, one of the two had...
Here's how to win the jump rope in Squid Game step by step. What you need is focus and concentration. Then make sure the doll has not eaten an explosive chili burrito. Take a few steps forward and focus on the rotation of the rope so that you can calculate the turns per second and figure...
Cow eats coffee beans. Can it make the cappuccino? You see, a cappuccino consists of coffee, milk, foam, and a small sprinkle of cacao powder, and this gives it a nice look. But if you want a next-level cappuccino, you need to let the cow take her time. After that, it will be ready to drink, but never use a strong cup.